Charter number 8. Two stock tenders held a nervous horse by ropes tied to the breedless cheek straps. Ebenezer had been right. Many of the horses were feral and had never been broken, and that made them even harder to shut. Charlotte got into position and pulled up to the back hoof. The horse reared. The last thing Charlotte remembered was the hoof coming toward her face, and the pain. She woke up in the doctor's office and tried to sit up, but reeled from the headache. Her stomach churned. She reached. Charlotte reached up and felt her left eye. It was swollen, shut and scraped and bloody. She tried to open it, but the lid would only lift part away. What happened? Charlotte asked. She nervously checked to see that she was fully dressed. It's best to lie still, said the doctor. You were kicked in the face by a wild horse. Mr. Birk brought you in and waited for some time. I assured him I'd take good care of you, but that I needed to keep you here overnight. I'm afraid you might lose the sign in that eye. What's a girl trying to shoe a horse for? What? Charlotte said. You are dressed like a young man, and those hands are callous like a ranch hand. But I am a doctor, and I know a girl when I see one. He stared at Charlotte. I need my job, said Charlotte, and I couldn't work if anybody knew, if Mr. Birk knew. You don't need to give me a long, drawn out explanation. You are not the first woman pretending to be a man that I've ever treated. I'm not going to tell anyone, including Mr. Birk. No, I no, don't move a minute. I'm going to put out this ointment. Charlotte flinched as the doctor dabbed on a foul-smelling medicine. I've got one lady out past town whose husband's been gone to the gold mines for 2 years and nobody thinks he's gone. She's been pretending to be him all this time. Saved her from many a problem. Had another patient some years ago whose husband was killed by bandits. She dressed in his clothes for several years to protect herself and her children in the wilderness. Held off a few raids and everyone thought it was him. When her sons got old enough, she changed back and told everyone the true story. Don't you worry about me. What about my eye? Asked Charlotte. When the swelling and bruising goes down, we'll know more, but it'll be cockeyed at least. And like I said, it may be blind. It might be blind. How soon till I can drive again? Asked Charlotte. You won't be driving anytime soon, said the doctor, and I don't know anyone who would hire a driver with only one good eye. Charlotte felt sick again. She didn't know if it was from the pain or from her bad luck. She hadn't even driven a single stage run in California and now she couldn't see out of one eye. How would she work? How would she get enough money to buy property? She wished Ebenezer was here or Hayward, but they were 3,000 miles away. She lay back down on the doctor's table and the rooms swirled around her. She reached again. The next day, Charlotte waited on the bench in front of the doctor's office for James to come and get her. She couldn't see a thing out of her left eye. She looked at the black eye patch she held in her hand, but the doctor said it couldn't be worn until her eye healed. People walking by People walking by were alarmed when they saw her. Some stayed and they turned away, except for the children, who just plain stared. Others stopped and asked questions like it was their business. Charlotte slumped over and kept her head down. She had spent years trying to blend in and not to be noticed, and now everyone walking by examined her face. She was self conscious and embarrassed. One little child started crying when he saw her. She felt like a monster. Finally, James pulled it up in a wagon. Charlie, you look like you raced a bull and the bull won, he said. Come on now, let's get you back to the stable. Riding back, Charlotte had only one thing on her mind. James, how soon till I can drive? Frank and I already discussed it. You can drive with only one good eye. We can take a chance. Not with business so good and our names at stake, but you can stock tender for us for as long as you like. That's the best we can do. After Charlotte got back to the stables, she shut the door of the small storeroom and lay down on the bunk. Silent tears stung the cuts and scrapes